Have you ever imagined what it would be like if the entire world was covered in water? Everything and everyone washed away, except for one family and a boat full of animals? This is one of the most famous and mysterious stories ever told. The story of Noah's Ark and the Great Flood. It's not just a tale about animals and rain. It's a story about faith, obedience, and hope, even in the darkest times. The world grows wicked. Long ago, after Adam and Eve's descendants filled the earth, humanity began to grow and spread. But as the years passed, something terrible happened. People became violent, cruel. They forgot about God. They cared only about their own desires, stealing, lying, and destroying one another. The Bible says every thought in the human heart was evil all the time. God saw the world He had created, and His heart was deeply saddened. This wasn't the life He intended for His children. So God made a hard decision. He would start over. He would cleanse the earth with a great flood, but He would spare one man and his family. God chooses Noah. Among the chaos and corruption, there was one man who still walked with God. His name was Noah. Noah was righteous. He loved God and lived a good life, even when everyone around him had turned away. One day, God spoke to Noah. Noah, the earth is filled with violence. I am going to destroy it. Build an ark, a great wooden ship, because a flood is coming to cover the earth. Noah listened carefully. He didn't argue. He didn't laugh. He simply believed. God gave him exact instructions. The ark would be about 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, made of sturdy gopher wood, sealed inside and out with pitch to keep it waterproof. Inside, there would be rooms for animals, food, and Noah's family. It would take years to build, but Noah obeyed. Building the ark. Imagine Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, working under the hot sun day after day. People from nearby towns came to watch. They laughed at him. "What are you doing, old man?" they'd shout. "There's no rain, no flood. You're wasting your time." But Noah kept going. Every swing of the hammer was an act of faith. He warned them, "Turn back to God. The flood is coming. There's still time." But they only mocked him and went back to their lives. Years passed. The ark was finally finished, massive and ready. Then God gave Noah another command. Bring 2 of every kind of animal, male and female, into the ark with you. The animals enter the ark. Then something amazing happened. From every corner of the earth, animals began to move, guided by God's hand. Elephants marched in pairs. Lions padded quietly side by side. Birds filled the sky, fluttering above the ark. Even the smallest creatures, insects, frogs, rabbits, all came 2 by 2. People must have watched in awe, but still they didn't believe. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives entered the ark. 8 people in total. Then God Himself shut the door. The sky grew quiet, and then the first drop of rain fell. The great flood begins. The rain began to pour. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Water burst from beneath the ground and fell from the sky. Rivers overflowed. Mountains vanished beneath the rising waves. People ran, shouted, and cried for help. But it was too late. The ark lifted gently, floating on the water, while everything else was swept away. Inside, Noah and his family stayed safe and dry, surrounded by the sounds of animals, roaring, chirping, and resting as the storm raged outside. The flood covered the earth for 150 days, but God never forgot Noah. The waters began to fall. After months of silence, the rain stopped. The ark drifted over a world of endless water. Then, one day, the ark came to rest on a mountain called Ararat. Noah opened a small window and released a raven, but it didn't return. He then sent out a dove, but it couldn't find a place to land and came back. A week later, he sent the dove again, and this time it returned with a fresh olive leaf in its beak. Noah's heart leaped with joy. The waters were going down. New life was beginning to grow again. Finally, after more than a year, the ground was dry. God spoke once more. "Come out of the ark, Noah, you and your family and all the animals." Noah opened the door. The animals rushed out into the sunlight, free again. The covenant and the rainbow. The earth was quiet, fresh, clean. Noah built an altar and offered a sacrifice of thanks to God. And God made a promise, a covenant, saying, "Never again will I destroy the earth with a flood. As long as the earth remains, there will be seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night." Then, as a sign of his promise, God placed a rainbow across the sky. Its colors shimmered in the light, a symbol of mercy and hope. Every time we see a rainbow, it's a reminder of that promise. Lessons from Noah's Ark. The story of Noah's Ark isn't just about a flood. It's about trusting God when no one else does. It's about standing firm in faith, even when people mock or doubt you. And it's about new beginnings, how God can wash away the old and bring forth life again. Noah's obedience saved his family. His faith changed the future of the world. So the next time you see rain falling or a rainbow in the sky, remember Noah. And remember that even after the storm, God always brings hope.